So let's start with a very quick introduction where you cover up your name, your occupation, and your nationality.
Okay. Basically, my name is Sati Das. That's my husband. And presently, I'm a housewife, but basically, I'm a mechanical engineer. And I've been working for about 17 to 20 years. I worked in Dubai. I worked for about 17 years. For the last 3 years, I've taken a break. And I'm an Indian from Kerala. I've got two boys. One has just completed his BTech in food technology. And the second one is Nikhil, to whom I'm looking out through Gyanberry for colleges.
Okay, ma'am, that's great. Could you tell us a little bit about which university Nikhil got selected into and what program is he going to pursue?
Okay, Nikhil has got into Charles University in Hradec Kralove, and he's pursuing for general medicine.
And since you mentioned that he's got selected into Charles Hradec Kralove, what was the reason that you thought this option was the best for Nikhil? Like, could you share some pointers from your side?
No, to be very honest, sincerely, we thought about UK and all other universities as well, UK, US, along with his schoolmates. We were thinking on those, but then we even thought about India. We were a little late on UK, US, and we didn't want to send him so far as well. Then we thought about India itself, but then when this came by chance, when his friends were talking, they just said about Charles University and all that, and then Gyanberry as well. Then I mean, when I just Googled Charles University, I found it to be like, quite a reputable university. It's been so long there. We looked into their the medical score ratings, the world rankings that they are. When I compare, like Jibmer ranks at about in 3,000 or something, they rank about 200 to 250, 270. They are there. So which actually mattered to me as well. And then the country as well, it was good. It's a part of Europe. So that's one of the things as well. And that's it, the place.
Okay, ma'am, that's great. The next one I would want to know about is that okay, so there are a lot of educational institutes here in Dubai that offer different medical options abroad. But I just wanted to know, ma'am, what was that one thing you really thought that okay, you can go with Gyanberry? Did you like something about us, or when you first came in contact with us, or did you like the options we have? Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, Gyanberry was, see, for me, as I said, we got this Gyanberry number from one of his schoolmates only, Nikhil's schoolmates. And then the minute I called them, I said, like, we are interested in this. We want to minimize, like, we said the same thing. Like, we got your contact from one of my son's schoolmate, and I would like to know the options, what we go through. I mean, sincerely, within 5 minutes, I think it was from Sukanya, I think I got all the details in a minute. Within 5 minutes, I got everything. They were really friendly. They gave us everything. Like there are 5 universities there in Czech Republic. This is the fee structure. It was very easy for us. We could choose, and they sent us. Okay, if you want to go through now, the exams is going. We were a little late in contacting them as well. I think we got in touch by Feb end or something, and they said like the exams are going to be in April, so you need to pay like this. They gave us the format. Everything was, as I said, within 5 minutes I had it on my mobile. It was easy, so very easy, very accessible.
Great, ma'am. So then, I mean, of course, like you mentioned, you have done your part of research before you even got in touch with us. You had your own set of options that you wanted to proceed with. And like you rightly mentioned, February was the time you actually got in touch with us. So I wanted to know, ma'am, you have already covered a little bit of it, but if you could little bit elaborate on how helpful we were, like what all things we were able to help you with, and tell us if we were able to give you all the information, or were you satisfied looking at the extensive partner network that we have for medicine?
Yes, of course. Yeah, as I said, I went into the Gyanberry website as well. Let me say that. So I can see the number of countries that you cater to. That was there as well. And then, say, on the university selection, as I said, we contacted a couple of other people as well who have their children studying there. And they as well gave us the country, the place is safe. It's like that, those things. From Gyanberry also, I had those feedbacks. And they gave the confirmation that every year they're sending really these many number of students. They will, it will be like a close knit, the kids will be getting in touch with each other. There will be no, what to say, tensions or stress for the parents, because parents usually go through a lot when their son send their children, who's just 18 or just 19, to a new country. It becomes very difficult for us. But then they gave us that into saying, like, they everybody will be mingled, so they will be getting in touch. Already a group would be formed. And as I said, the procedures were also, everything were being updated to us on a first come, it's immediately I get everything. I don't have to keep following up for the informations, which is very great for me. And if any time I call them also, I get a reply, whether it's an SMS or a WhatsApp or something. They reply back to me immediately. And as I said, the informations are all there. I think even before the university sent us anything, Gyanberry has been sending us the notification process or the visa processing. So it's been up to date. They give us everything well in advance.
Thank you very much for that, ma'am. It is very kind of you that you cover up everything and you have, acknowledged whatever we have done for you. So thank
No,
you for that.
really, it's been good. It's been good. It's been good, yeah. Except, like I said, there are some words that we have a confusion. I mean, from the parent of my, like I said, nostrification. We are like, what exactly is that? So where do we get this? Where do we get that? That was it. But then, as I said, again, I think I've been troubling Christian a lot on that. I've been troubling Sugani a lot on that. I keep calling, what should I do after this? Or what should I do after that? But they've been helpful. They give me, like I said, Christian is the one who's been telling me, get in touch with BLS, and then they get it done. As I said, it's been smooth for me. I haven't had any hassles till now. Except that I said, when I get these doubts, they're there.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, of course, if we are able to help you when you need it, that is what we want at most, right?
Where it matters a lot, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So again, like you also mentioned about following up, which of course, we as an agency or as a company, we've tried our best to like keep up to you with every student. So we've had these Charles University webinars. Even recently, we had a Charles.
Yeah, we had it. Yes.
So I wanted to know, ma'am, do you think these webinars have been really helpful to get a better clarity about the process?
Very much, very much, very much. It's been.
So, I mean, could you talk a little bit more about it, how it has helped you in overall, like how it has helped you to get a clarity and all?
Okay, the clarity on the basis of accommodation. That was one big major factor that we had. I mean, how do we put, whether it's the university's dorm that we put, or we put them in a private accommodations. Those were a big concerns for us. So when those kids, those three kids who came, the seniors who came and spoke, they were quite helpful in that. It was quite insightful, I should say, because they gave us some, you could do like this, you could do like that. The things, it is very easy, convenient for us. And also they could help us on the other things like the banks or things, like there were a couple of questions on those things. The menu, again, the kids had their own the cuisine problems. Those were, I mean, that gave us quite a knowledge on how they exist down there. And like, it's not going to be quite a lot of tensions on the parents when the kids go to, except that we should give them the freedom to be independent. We should trust the kids and give them that sort of freedom.
So then now you feel better, like you feel more confident to send him to check, right, ma'am? I'm sure, ma'am, as a parent, you must be very worried, which is totally normal. But at least you have that kind of comfort that, okay, there are so many students just like him who are going to travel every year and he's going to be fine. Great, ma'am.
That's the thing. That was what was actually too much of a concern, because once he goes there, how will it happen? Will he be able to travel back? Will he have, see, kids are going to become homesick at one point of time. But still, how do they cope up around that? Again, how do they contact us? I think Nikhil asked that as well. And they said, like, through both Team, Skype, WhatsApp, you can give. So that was all much more comfortable. So we could relate, okay, they'll be in touch constantly. So that's been much assuring.
Yeah, ma'am, definitely. I don't think you should worry because now everything's like there's so many seniors over there that's going to help him. Even when he goes there during the orientation, he'll make friends and he'll be much better off then. So don't
I
worry.
think I like the other one also. What is that? They said something like every junior will be assigned to a senior who will be like some mom, parent, something. That was also nice to hear. So assured, like, he'll have somebody to get in touch regarding the academics or something. His queries will be answered, which was good as well.
Correct, ma'am. That's very nice. So moving forward, ma'am, now just if you could like let us know, because you've been through this entire process, all the way from getting in touch with us, going through the application process, the stress of entrance exams, webinars, etc. Is there any tips or suggestion you would like to provide to future parents that they can keep in mind when they're thinking about applying to universities? Like
Be
anything.
prepared well in the advance. Okay, that's one of the things. Because for, as I said, for Nikhil, it was he is not a very what to say. He studies very well and things, but he's not like a like a bookworm nerd type. He's not that. He is quite a jovial, jolly guy who goes plays all the time. Hardly studies, but he quite a focused. But when it wants, he's focused. So some kids are like this. So every kids have different. I mean, I have two boys. Both are two different types. I have. So for as a parent, I would tell them to give them their freedom, but ensure that the kids know well in advance, that they're aware of, like, they want to um, what they want to be, and where they want to study. Because presently, it's not like in my days where we had a very few selections, very few things. Presently, the world has got so many options, so many countries, so many things available, so many courses. So the kids, at least, not from, many say from ninth you should be like this. I will not even say even 11th, even at least starting of 12th, they know the direction which they want to go. uh, they don't have to be very much focused, but at least they'll have to gather enough information on which are the universities available, where are their senior school students, placed, so that they can get in touch, get to know them, and things like that. If they get to know, and a little bit be focused on studies. I mean, not too much, I'll say, because none of the kids are going to like it, but at least if you can study an hour or two focused without distraction, well and good. Enough.
Great, ma'am. That's a very nice tip. I think I'm sure, all students are in the same boat as how Nikhil is. Like, not
Yeah,
everyone start planning early. They
very
should
well.
start doing their research, because it's not a bad idea in getting a heads up of the different options.
True.
So
They
that's
should be
very,
aware of it, because you cannot, I don't blame the kids, because sometimes we as adults, as we don't know what to, I mean, what is the thing we have to decide at that time. So as just an 18-year-old, you can't expect them to take their life turning decisions, So it's okay. But as long as I said, as long as the parents allow them to talk, we get to know what exactly they feel, which direction they want to go through, and just keep inputting them, give inputs. Okay, this is here, this is here, this is there. Enough. Let them decide.
right, ma'am. That's very nice, and I can see that you have supported Nikhil very well, and that's why he's like, despite of the fact that he's not been so serious throughout, but uh,
He's not being really. I told Sukanya that as when she asked me to say, sincerely, the tips I cannot give. Seeing Nikhil, I cannot give any tips.
no, ma'am, but he's
That's what.
cleared one of the most competitive entrance exams. So what more can we ask? Like he's
Yeah,
Charles had.
sincerely, even yeah, again, when he took the exam, also we didn't expect these results. Okay, let's be very honest. Honestly, we just thought it was like, okay, it'll be an experience for him to take an entrance. Let him do it. That's it. But the next day, I think he took his exam on Thursday, and on Friday he gets a mail saying that he's selected, and we ourselves were like blown off with that. We were like, oh my gosh. No, but it's been good. It's really good.
Yes, it's all his hard work, ma'am, that just paid off.
Yeah,
So
he does. When, as I said, when he wants it, he does it.
yes, that's exactly. I mean, as long as he's doing it, it's fine.
He does it. That's why we allow everything what he does. It. The other things.
Great, ma'am. So that's very nice, ma'am. It was very nice to know about that particular, tip that you gave. Now, the next last question is, if you could just kind of summarize your overall experience with Gyanberry and how it was for you. Was there any particular person you would like to highlight or thank in specific, or is there any instance that has made you very happy that you would like to share with us?
See, as I said, No, with Gyanberry, as I said, the day one that I spoke, I don't know whom I spoke, but I think it is Sukanya only, I presume. But the day one on, I got the email from that day. Then they said like Sukanya would be the person whom we, Sukanya and Nancy, and then Christian was the one. Everybody from the day one who has given me everything. I didn't have to follow up with them. Actually, it's been the other way around sometimes. They've been, like I said, for the review, you've been following me up, or even for the exams. I think for the entrance exam, Sukanya has been following up with Nikhil. So it's been like that. Whether he got the whether he can do the entrance online, it's all set. He's tested it. So those things they were, and again, as with Christian as well, on the documentation sites and things, perfect. Like you do a payment, I get the message immediately. Things, nothing has been like, every mail has been acknowledged. Everything has been smooth. And as I said, every call, anything that I sent has been acknowledged and replied back to me. I've got all the informations that they've given me. Then rest, as I said, see, there's a certain amount that the consultants can do down here, right? Because they are not the people who are right there in the country. So then it's up to me and my son and how he does the things down there. But that's it. That's the one thing. But other than that, on the informations, it's been perfect. I mean, any doubts that I've had, Gyanberry has been very supportive. Yeah, because as I said, when I did that advance payment, there's been a difference as well. So Sukanya told me, you can just put an email to them and it can be done. Things like that. So everything has been very smooth. I didn't have any issues with Gyanberry as on date.
Great, man. That's very, very nice to hear. I mean, in fact, this is what we always want to hear, that, parents are happy and satisfied.
Yeah,
At least they
very much,
don't
very
feel
much.
this kind of regret or anything. This is something we don't want.
No, no, no.
So,
Nothing. I mean, sincerely, with Gyanberry, I haven't had. I've been with a couple of other consultants initially, as I said, for UK or US, we tried, but then no, we haven't been following it up. But as I said, with Gyanberry, I've had no issues. It's all smooth going on. Good.
thank you very much, ma'am. And I would like to congratulate you once more. Congratulations. It's a very big achievement that Nikhil has, passed Charles University, and he's going to be studying in one of the top
Definitely.
universities. So I hope everything goes good for him, and, all the best to him and to you all.
Thank you.
And you
Thank you
can
very much.
contact us anytime in future if you have anything, ma'am. We would be more than happy to be connected again.
Definitely, definitely. I would have my elder son for higher studies later. I'll come back. Don't
Definitely,
worry.
ma'am. We will be waiting. All
Yeah, look
right.
forward to.
Take care. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You
Bye
too.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.